We're all set to start the second period. That's Unger at center ice, Armstrong and Walton on the wings. The puck went into the crowd right from the start. Gary Unger has replaced Keon since the first part of the first period. It's Walton tipping the puck, but it's offside.
You know, King was saying before the game that the Leafs are going into New York tomorrow afternoon. He said the Leafs never lose a matinee game, but and the Rangers don't lose at home, so it's hard to say what's going to happen there.
All set to go. Stanfield with McKenzie and Busick. Unger, Walton, and Armstrong. Pellick tipping the puck into the Boston zone. Doak is playing on the defense along with Dallas Smith. Unger kept the puck in. It's back of that Boston goal. Dallas Smith, number 20, for Johnny McKenzie, 19, up to Stanfield. He missed Pellick. Got it over the leaf line, and Armstrong shoots it out again and down the ice. And the ice is very fast. As you can see, that puck slide very quickly over the red line, and it's called for icing.
An oddity of the game tonight, Bill. Punch Imlach has arranged for a closed-circuit TV group to tape the first period and flash it into the dressing room between periods. If he wants to look back on any play that took place in the first 20 minutes, he can do so. And of course, he can find out some of the mistakes that way. Now, if he'd done this last Wednesday night, he might have had to elongate the intermissions.
All set to go for the face-off. The puck comes back. There's a shot right on by Don Orry. Boston keeping the Leafs hemmed in their own end. It's picked up by Pulford, who was given a jolt by Orry into the boards. Orry gets it out on the right wing to Hodge. Oliver back in his own zone. Up at center. Gets it over the line to Ellis. There's the shot, and a great save by Cheevers. It's sent it out in the drive by Oliver. That was stopped by Cheevers. Up to Esposito. Esposito with Hodge. They're up over the line. The shot. Campbell grabs it, drops it, flipped it into the corner, and Oliver has it again. Marcel Pronovo took Hodge in on the boards. Oliver feeds Pulford. Green stopped him. Esposito tips it over the line, and there's Oliver after it again. He's all over the ice in this second period. Oliver to Pronovo. To Rupp. Again to Oliver. A long shot. And that bounced in front of Cheevers, but he got a piece of it. Demkowski failed to check Hodge. Goes back after him. Rupp intercepting a pass for Shack. Hodge is jammed into the boards by Stemkowski. Pronovo to Pulford. Pulford over on the right wing for Ellis. Shot it into the Boston zone, and it's Green there for it. Green watched by Stemkowski. It goes to the corner. Green trying to pull away from Stemkowski. Passes it back, and it's shot down to center ice. Pellick over for Mahavlich. Shot in. Cheevers caught it. Don Orry back for it. Up to Shack. Shack takes a shot. Over the line offside is Kenny Hodge, number 8.
We understand that Dave Keon is nursing a sore back, and that's the reason we haven't seen more of him tonight. Took a couple of shifts in that first period.
17:24 remaining in the second period. There's no score in the game. Boston nothing, Toronto nothing. That's Derek Sanderson, number 16, with number 14, Glenn Sather on the left wing. Eddie Westfall, number 18 on the right. It's Mahavlich, Stemkowski, and Conacher for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Stemkowski, Mahavlich on his left. Shot by Stemkowski off the boards. He moves up again. Takes a shot across the goal mouth. Horton from the blue line shot. Cheevers kicks it out. Sather with Sanderson. They're over the line. Westfall closing in. The shot by Sanderson. A nice save by Gamble. Here's a pass out in front for Sather. He overskates it. Another shot. And that backhand was wide. Stemkowski hit Westfall. Straight down the ice. A race for it. Conacher after it. Gets it loose, but it's offside.
There's Harry Sinden behind the bench, and Glenn Sather missed a wonderful opportunity there from right in front of Gamble.
Out to center ice goes the puck, and it's cleared very quickly by Don Orey right back into the Leaf zone. Pronovo back of the net. Over to Rupp. Right onto Orey's stick. Orey shoots it back in again. McKenzie races in after it. Pronovo's there first. Ridden off, though, by McKenzie. Kicks it along the boards to Armstrong. Armstrong fails to get it out. Rupp shot it around on the board. McKenzie lets it go to Green. There's a shot that's deflected wide. McKenzie keeping it in for Boston. A pass for Stanfield to Busick. Busick stopped and tipped out to center ice. Orey shot it in, and McKenzie was inside the blue line. 15:44 remaining in the second period. No score.
Well, it's not often a team has a player from High River, Alberta on it, but the Boston Bruins have two players from that metropolis, Glenn Sather, a left winger, and Johnny McKenzie, a right winger.
On the faceoff, Marcel Pronovo. Over for Armstrong. Checked by Busick. Rupp moves up and takes his shot into the corner. A rebound to Ted Green, number 6, back to that Boston goal. Taking his time, feeds a pass to Orey to Stanfield. Over on the right wing to McKenzie. A long shot, bounces. Stanfield is there, centered it for Busick, and Gamble just got his glove in the way. Rolled out over the line, Unger fights for it. Armstrong after it, and Rupp is there. He just shoots it in and hit Green's stick. Walton steered it out in front, but there was nobody there. A pass to Shack. He clears it into the Leaf zone, and it's Pellick. Straight up the ice to center. Long shot. Stopped by Cheevers. Oliver moves up, but it's knocked by him to Esposito. Esposito, Shack, and Hodge. Shack hit by Horton. Here's Esposito getting out in front with a shot. Pellick fell in front of it. Pushed it with his glove. There's the drive, and Gamble stopped that. Oliver up for Pulford, just failed to reach him. Hodge tips it over the line, and Horton goes back. And to Ellis. Ellis to center. Here's his long shot. Cheevers steers it into the crowd. And we have 14:03 remaining in the second period. 0-0.
Well, we're watching a bruising brand of hockey now. These teams really warming to their task out there. Tim Horton has locked horns with Shack twice, once when Pulford and Ken Hodge threw a flurry of punches in the first period and took 5-minute majors. Horton held off Shack.
On the face-off, Oliver for Shack. Shack gets it to Hodge. A long shot wide, ends up back of the net. Pellick. Covered by Esposito. The puck goes loose to Esposito. The shot hit Horton. Ellis. Stopped by Esposito. Horton takes him to the boards. Back to Horton. Steered in front of the net. Pulford comes up with it for the Leafs. Over to Ellis. Ellis for Pulford. Pulford tried to go around and stopped neatly by Gary Dokes. Cleared down the ice. Back for Pellick. Esposito skated him off. Oliver then hit by Shack. Puck is held against the boards. No further play.
Eddie Shack really jolted Murray Oliver with that body check just in behind the Leaf net. Oliver went off slowly. It was a clean check, though.
Boston 0, Toronto 0 in this second period as Stemkowski's checked by Sather, but he gets it back again, knocking it around to Mahavlich. Turn left it for Pronovo. Sather checks him, trying to center it. Pronovo gets a skate on it. There's no further play. That's Glenn Sather, number 14. Derek Sanderson is 16, Westfall on the right side. Stemkowski with Conacher and Mahavlich. Westfall and Rupp will now do the honors for the faceoff. On the faceoff, it's kicked right to Don Orey. A shot hit a leg, and it's Stamkowski. Off Conacher's stick down the ice. Going back to touch it is Orey. He touched it, and it's icing called against the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Bobby Orr during the intermission. Of course, everybody knows he was operated on for a cartilage removal February 12th. Dr. Ronald Adams of Boston said the operation was completely successful and badly needed, too. Or possibly back for the final 3 games of the season. In the meantime, the Bruins have brought up Barry Gibbs, another 19-year-old, but he hasn't seen much action.
That shot hit Gamble on the arm right from the faceoff, and Mahavlich has it. Mahavlich himself at center, trying to go over the line, and it's broken up by Sanderson, who gets it up to Westfall. Pronovo stepped into Westfall, and it's Stamkowski. For Pronovo going up at center to Conacher, over the line, Stamkowski after it. He centered it, and it was Cheevers covering for Green. Marcel Pronovo a drive, that hit Green. Green then right on a Conacher stick for Stamkowski. Then to Mahavlich. Mahavlich shoots, a hard drive. Mahavlich ran into Cheevers, Conacher went down. Cleared around on the wing to Westfall. A long shot off the board. Gamble into the corner. It's Sanderson trying to center it. Conacher up to Unger with Walton. Walton's over the line. He shot it, gets a rebound, another shot, and that's juggled by Cheevers as he went down. He held it out. A nice save by Gerry Cheevers.
Well, Cheevers has been playing remarkable hockey out there, especially in this second period, with some fine saves. He even body-checked Mahavlich heavily to the ice just a few seconds ago. Here's the play by Walton again. Has trouble with this defenseman, gets a second chance. And watch Cheevers now get set for Walton's shot. And there he lunges out in front of the net and covers up.
Boston nothing, Toronto nothing as the shot is wide of the Boston goal. Gary Doak gets it to the blue line but not out. Armstrong to Unger. Unger took his shot and that hit Dallas Smith. Walton stole it but couldn't get a shot. Cleared down the ice into the Leaf zone. Horton back. Off a leg. Armstrong then for Doak. To Walton. Over the line, Doak. Back to Walton. There's the shot. Great save by Cheevers on Walton again. Walton has it again and shoots it into the Boston zone. Dallas Smith waiting for his teammates to get moving. A pass to Stanfield. Stanfield ahead to Busick. Back to Stanfield. He's going right through the defense and shoots. Oh, he hit the goalpost. As he shot it right through Gamble's legs, but he just got a piece of it.
Well, first the Leafs come close, and then Gamble has to cover up a rebound off the goalpost. There's the Boston players. Stanfield going right through the defense. Here's the shot. It gets in behind, through the legs, bounces off the post, and comes right back. Gamble's able to cover up on it.
Boston nothing, Toronto nothing. 10:33 remaining in the second period. There's a shot carried into the corner, and Pulford has it. A long pass to Ellis. Up by Shack, but it's offside. Esposito late coming out.
Number 23, Eddie Shack, having a pretty fair year for the Boston Bruins. 15 goals and 17 assists for 32 points, 85 minutes and penalties.
Run the face-off. Shack. Outside the Leaf blue line. Shot the puck in. It slides into the corner. Ellis to Marcel Pronovo. To Pulford. He's checked by Kenny Hodge. Rupp to Oliver. Oliver to Pulford. Pulford over the line. There's his shot. Cheevers juggles it and holds on to it with Ellis standing right beside him. Notice there's Don Orey, number 26, who was right on top of Ellis to make sure he didn't have any rebound.
Cournoyer has scored for the Montreal Canadiens, so it's 2-1 in the second period. J.C. Tremblay and Jill Tremblay drawing assists at 6:06.
Boston nothing, Toronto nothing. 9:55 remaining in the second period. Toronto outshot Boston in the first period 15-10. Coming out now for Boston, Sather, Sanderson, Westfall. Jankowski, Conacher, and Mahavlich for the Maple Leafs. Horton and Pelech on the defense. Green is playing with Orr. Jankowski dumps Green. Conacher hit the side of the net. Cheevers shoves Jankowski out of the way. And down the ice comes Green. Nowhere near Sather with his pass. Horton goes back for it. Touches it. That'll be icing.
Oakland leading Pittsburgh 2-0. And the goal scored by Eamon from Harrison Boyer at 2:37 of the second.
Horton's backhand was knocked down by the Boston defense. It's cleared out to Mahavlich at center ice. Here's his long shot, and that goes high into the crowd.
Well, you wouldn't want to have a freshly shined pair of shoes sitting in there, Bill, when they scramble for that.
No, and from that long range, you have to duck fairly early. Cheevers, the puck to Ted Green, back of the net. Green off the boards. Westfall couldn't control it outside the line. Picked up by Sanderson. Sanderson gets away from Mahavlich, gets his shot, it hit Horton. Gets another try with a backhand, but it's offside on a delayed whistle. So the face-off will be outside the blue line. 9 minutes and 3 seconds remaining to play in this second period. There's no score. Boston nothing, Toronto nothing.
Number 16, Derek Sanderson, prime candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. One fellow they seem to overlook in this category, in this department, is Rogatien Vachon, Montreal, who is still eligible.
It goes to Marcel Pronovo. Shot it down the ice, and Gary Doak has it. Doak to Smith. Smith partially stopped by Walton. Armstrong lost it. Stanfield shoots the puck into the Leaf zone, and it's Marcel Pronovo. Up to Unger. Unger, Walton, and Armstrong. Over the line for Unger. He takes his shot. He shot it wide. Back for Busick. With Stanfield. Stopped by Walton. And Smith to McKenzie is offside. We have 8 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in this second period. No score. And they face off. Ellis for Oliver. It goes down the ice. Didn't touch Oliver, so it'll be icing as it was shot from the Toronto Maple Leafs side of that checkered red line. Brings the face-off back to the right of Gamble. As Esposito, Hodge, Shack, Green, and Orr are out there. Ellis, Oliver, and Pulford. Here's a backhand by Orr. Oliver gets a hold of it. Up to Pulford. Pulford fakes his shot, goes around Green. Tried to center it. Picked up by Eddie Shack, who cleared it out off Hodge to Esposito. Over the line for Esposito. Pelech took him out of the play, and Horton goes after it. He fell, then flicks it ahead to Ellis. And he just gets rid of it to center ice. Ellis gets it again and overskates it. Coming back is Shack. Long shot. Gamble grabbed it, giving it to Pelech. Pelech to Horton. Up for Pulford. Stopped by Orr. Shoots it over the line. Horton turns. Long pass to Ellis. Pulford couldn't control it, and back come the pass off Ellis's skate, and then finally Orr shoots the puck in, but it's offside.
The Leafs have 4 games left with the Boston Bruins and 3 with the New York Rangers, including one tomorrow afternoon. Right now they're 10 points back of New York, 11 behind Boston.
No score in the game. Boston nothing, Toronto nothing. 7:08 remaining in the second period. Puck is shot down the ice by Boston. Conacher missed it. Rupp gets a hold of it. To Stemkowski at center. Over the line to Mahavlich. Mahavlich for Conacher in front of the net, and he just couldn't get his shot away. He was dumped. There's going to be a penalty here. See there. And that means the Leafs will have a man advantage. And that's the first penalty of the second period, and it goes to Boston. Leafs will have a man advantage, 6 men to 5. There's no score in the game. 6:49 remaining to play in this second period.
Boston penalty to number 14, Sather. 2 minutes for holding. The time 13:11.
13:11 is the time of the holding penalty to Sather.
Punch Imlach has the rookie Gary Unger taking the face-off. Walton, Mahavlich, Horton, and Pulford.
All lined up inside the blue line. It's Mahavlich. Back to Walton. There's the shot. That hit a leg. Walton gets it again. Tried to flick it, and it didn't reach Unger. And a nice play by Dallas Smith. Gets the puck down the ice for Boston. Pulford around to Horton. A long pass to Walton. Walton shoots the puck in. It's around back of the net. Shot by Green. Pulford gets it out in front. Horton let his shot go, and that's the puck to Mahavlich. He tried to get it back in front again. Green shooting it down the ice. Horton to Pulford. Pulford up at center. Goes over the line with Mahavlich. Mahavlich shot it around on the boards. And it's cleared out and down the ice. Skip Craik, number 21 out there, killing penalties. Walton for Mahavlich. Stopped by Green. Mahavlich steals the puck. Here's the shot. Oh, and Cheevers got his glove on the way of that drive. Unger goes into the boards with Smith. Mahavlich gets it out. Cleared and down the ice by Dallas Smith. Pulford's back for it. Oliver turning to Horton. 13 seconds left in the penalty to stay there. Here's a chance for Walton. Walton stops. He shoots. Oh, and Cheevers covered the short side on that hot drive. Wayne Carlton steals the puck. Trying to center it. Green shoots it off the glass. Sather's back on. Oliver falls. And it's shot down the ice. Sather after it with Horton. It's touched and play is called. 4 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in this second period.
New York leading Montreal 3-1. Gilbert has his second goal of the evening, 26 for the year from Nielsen and Rattel, 12:01 of the second.
Doak back of the net, covered by Oliver. Up for Smith. Oliver got back to cover him. McKenzie shot it to an open wing. Pronovo moves up, ran into Doak. Lost with Stanfield. A pass for Busick just failed to click. Rupp is checked, but Oliver comes up with the puck, and Smith covered him. Along the boards, finally held there long enough for a face-off. We had 3 minutes and 58 seconds remaining to play in the second period. There's no score in the game. Puck goes back to Pelech on the faceoff. It's over to Horton. To Stamkowski. Conacher in over the blue line, and it's Esposito picking it up. A pass to Hodge. A long shot. Gamble caught it. Pelech back. To Horton. To Stamkowski. Long shot. Cheevers stops that. Gave it to Gary Doak. Off the boards. Horton had moved up. Partially blocked it. It went out. Conacher shot it back in again. Over on the right side, Doak shoots it down the ice. Pelech going back for this for the Leafs, and that is icing. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in the second period. Boston nothing, Toronto nothing. Unger with Armstrong and Walton. On the face-off, Unger goes after it, takes his man into the boards, and there's no further play. There's Esposito, Dallas Smith, Gary Doak. They're all lining up for the face-off now in the Boston zone. Walton gets it back to Marcel Pronovo, backhand, and Cheevers caught that one.
Cheevers has been the outstanding figure in this second period. Made some fine stops out there.
Lining up, and from the faceoff, the puck is brought out by Hodge. Hodge tried to feed Shack. Unger covered his man. Pronovo's pass for Walton. He whacked it down into the Boston zone. Smith back for it. Armstrong trying to cover him. Rupp intercepts. He shoots one. Cheevers covers that and held it out.
Well, Rupp is still looking for his first National Hockey League goal, and he may have thought for just a second there he might have had it. Here's the interception. Number 4, Rupp gets the puck there, and he takes a quick shot. Here it is, on its way, and Cheevers is right there to stop.
Lining up in Boston territory. Stanfield with Busick and McKenzie. Puck is back of the net into the corner. Green poked it for McKenzie, who got it out. Pronovo then to Unger. Unger tips it over the line, gets it to Walton. Walton is dumped. Puck kept in by Rupp. Then he's checked. Stanfield's got a break with McKenzie. One man back. They're going in together. Stanfield broke his stick. McKenzie standing off to the side, and Unger clears it for Walton. He failed to get it out. Marcel Pronovo too far for Walton. Orr trying to pull away from Walton. Got it over on the wing to McKenzie up to Stanfield. He takes a long shot. Gamble caught it, but it was knocked down with a high stick, or tipped a high stick just inside the Maple Leaf blue line. Boston nothing, Toronto nothing. There's the face-off. Rupp takes his shot. Cheevers stopped it, giving it to Don Orr, number 26. Orr to Green, who shoots it down the ice past Westfall. That's going over the red line again. Rupp will touch it. 1:11 remaining in the second period. There's still no score.
Wayne Rupp coming back, number 4. And Rod Gilbert has his hat trick. We'll tell you more about that in a moment.
On the faceoff, it comes back to Marcel Pronovo. There's the shot right in front of the net. Stamkowski fought for it, lost it. Cleared out, and Westfall goes after it. Rupp pokes it for Stamkowski.
Last minute of play in this period.
Gets his backhand, though, and it goes right on the net. Green with 52 seconds remaining in this second period. From Sanderson to Westfall. Pronovo feeds Mahavlich. He couldn't get loose. Sather turns, passing it to Green. Over to Orr. To Sather. Conacher goes into the corner for it. He's given a jolt, and they hold it there for a faceoff.
Rod Gilbert has 3 goals at the Forum, and it's 4-1 New York. He now has 27 for the year. Nielsen set him up at 19:10 of the second period. Now, Gilbert, there's no question he's hurting Montreal tonight, but he may be hurting the Leafs more because they, of course, are hoping the Rangers can lose a few, so they might catch up.
On the face-off, it comes back to Smith. There's a shot. It's deflected in front. Shack went after it. Havlich whacked it down the ice. That's going over the red line. It comes out in front. And that is icing called against the Maple Leafs. On the face-off, Pelech covers against the boards again. And there's 3 seconds left. Boston have Esposito, Hodge, and Shack, Green, and Smith. On the face-off, the puck right in front of the net, grabbed off by Ellis. As the bell goes to end the second period, and it's still a scoreless tie after 2 periods. From Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, Hockey Night in Canada. We're all set now to start this final period. Leafs at the south end of my right, Boston north end of the left. That's Stanfield, number 17. Donnie McKenzie, 19, and 9 is Busick on the left wing. Unger is 17 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Walton and Armstrong, Horton and Pelech. Smith and Doak for the Bruins on the defense. Horton right in front of his own net. Armstrong tips it down the ice. Look how fast that puck is sliding. It's going to go over the red line. Smith touches it, and the linesman ruled that he had slowed down. Goes over on the far side to Busick. Busick shoots the puck into the Leaf zone. Skims to Gambles out of the net. Pelech around on the boards. Busick is checked, but Smith gets a chance for a shot. It hit Pelech. Pelech is checked by Busick for Stanfield. Armstrong gives it to Unger as 2 Bruins bump together. Unger over the line, gets around Smith, closing in, pass it right across the goal line. Walton couldn't catch up with him. Stanfield stopped by Horton, who shot it down into the Boston zone, and this time it'll be icing. And the ice is very fast at the Gardens tonight. All set to go now for the face-off in the Leaf zone. Oliver out over the blue line. A long pass for Ellis. Ellis penning in. There's the shot. And a save by Cheevers. The rebound came out in front. Knocked back to center ice. Hodge went after it. Oliver tips it to Rupp. Up to Pronovo. He tried to get it ahead to Pulford. Pulford goes after it. Green, a pass for Orr. Shack right on Oliver's stick. Rupp bumped into him. Here's a chance for Esposito. The shot is high, and it's going up into the first row of the end blue and dropped down. I thought the spectator was going to go with it.
Might go after it one of these times.
Boston nothing, Toronto nothing. 18:25 remaining to play in this final period. Marcel Pronovo off the boards to center ice. Oliver tried to get a hold of it. Hodge does. Back to Green. Over for Shack. That was behind him. Esposito covers and shoots the puck into the Leaf zone. Pronovo to Pulford. A long pass for Ellis. Ellis down the right wing again. Closing in. There's the shot. And he blasted that one wide. Oliver keeps it in with Pulford. A shot right on Cheevers, and the rebound to Don Orr. Orr around on the boards for Eddie Shack. Rupp couldn't keep it in. Decided to wrap it in anyway, and that's an offside. Looks, Brian, as if they're trying to set Ellis up by playing 2 men over on one side and trying to get him loose with that hard shot of his. Whereas the Bruins are forechecking the Maple Leafs in their own zone and looking for mistakes. Pelech goes back into his own zone. Back of the net he fell. Sanderson fell over him. Horton has possession to Stemkowski. He's got Conacher on his right. Mahavlich on the left. Stemkowski over the line. He's checked. Sather then to Sanderson to Westfall. Westfall alone. Takes a long shot. Bounces. Gamble feeds Conacher. Then to Stemkowski. Mahavlich racing down the left wing. The pass to Mahavlich. Here's the shot. A hard one. Cheevers got a face-off. Play is called. There's going to be a penalty here to Boston.
Sanderson. Or Sather. Sanderson skated over, then Sather comes over. Number 14 for the Bruins.
Now, Sanderson was just saying something to the referee as Sather was coming behind him, and that's the second penalty in a row for Sather. 2:48. So the Leafs are going to use Walton, Mahavlich, McKinney, Horton, and Armstrong. Boston have Green with Westfall, Smith, and Skip Craik, number 21. He's been used to kill off these penalties. Walton gets the draw. Armstrong couldn't take advantage of it. It goes out over the line. McKinney is there. Westfall takes it away from him. It goes to Green. Green gets it back to Smith. Smith shoots it down the ice. Gamble out of the net to stop it. Horton waits for his teammates to come back. Now they regroup, and it's Walton pulling away from Westfall. Still has it. Stick handling the center. Goes over the line. A pass for Mahavlich. Mahavlich shot it 10 feet wide. Walton loose in the corner. Centered it. McKinney wasn't back of the line, and it's picked off by Smith. Smith and McKinney go down. Horton. Up to Armstrong. For Walton to Mahavlich over his stick. Mahavlich into the Boston zone. Races after it. Tried to center it. Green flicks it down the ice. McKinney goes back for it. McKinney. A pass to Ellis. Ellis to Pulford. Offside. 15 minutes, 57 seconds left to play in the game, and there's no score. Boston nothing, Toronto nothing. 45 seconds left in Sather's penalty. Oliver, Pulford, Ellis, McKinney, and Horton. It's kept in by Pulford. Right to Ellis. Ellis for Oliver. He just failed to get a shot. Green chops it out over the blue line. Horton goes back for it. Oliver. Long pass for Pulford. Pulford down over the line. Covered. Craik. Stopped by Pulford. He gets it to Oliver right in front of McKinney's head. Good!
McKinney moved into position and scored his first goal. Number 24. Here it is as Pulford moves up. A very important play here as Green loses his stick. Number 6 is Green. He's lost his stick. Pulford fights for the puck. Green has no stick. McKinney moves in front. There's Oliver shoveling the pass over. It's off a skate, and McKinney.
Toronto goal scored by number 24, McKinney. Assist, number 11, Oliver, and number 20, Pulford. The time, 4:33.
4:33 is the official time of the first goal of the game in this final period. Oliver and Pulford assisting on McKinney with Sather in the penalty box. Boston now drive the puck into the Leafs zone. Ellis covers his check. The puck is against the boards. It's kicked out. That play was called by the referee, John Ashley. On the face-off, a backhand. Pronovo's got it in his glove, and he'll have another face-off. On the draw, Oliver for Ellis, stopped by Busick. He hit the linesman and went out over the blue line to center ice. Pronovo gets it to Pulford. Bob Pulford coming up the center. There's his shot. It went off Doak's leg. It's tipped down the ice. Gamble comes well out of the net. Flicks it off the boards to Ellis. Ellis falls, tried to get it over the line. He has it underneath him, so there's no further play, and we have 14 minutes and 34 seconds left.
And Jim McKinney picked the spot to pick up his first point of the season in the NHL. Just checking the record book here, Bill, he did get a goal last year. One goal. He has 1 point in the NHL up until tonight. He got his second tonight.
Pellick shot the puck into the Boston zone. Teddy Green comes up with it. Pulls away from Stemkowski and Conacher. Gets it over the line. Going to be a penalty here to Stemkowski. It hit the side of the net. Pellick gets a hold of it. Play is called, and Stemkowski will get the gate. I'd likely be hooking. So now Boston will have a man advantage. 6 men to 5. Peter Stemkowski in the penalty.
Toronto penalty to number 12, Stemkowski. 2 minutes for hooking. The time, 5:45.
5:45, a hooking penalty to Stemkowski. Esposito, Kenzie, Busick, Green, and Stanfield. 4 forwards and 1 defenseman. Walton and McKenzie fight for it along the boards. It comes back to Green. There's the shot. It's caromed off. Walton stick into the corner. Armstrong shoots it down the ice. Green back for it to Esposito. Coming out over the blue line to center. A long shot that bounces. Gamble scooped it off the glass. Walton shot it, and down the ice it goes. Donnie McKenzie is standing way down at the Leaf blue line as the Bruins start to come out of their own zone. Esposito. Watched by Walton. Walton still watching him. Gets the puck. Walton stick handles around with it and shoots it back into the Boston zone. And here comes Eddie Shack. Lets his shot go, but it's offside. Seconds remaining in the game. McKinney from Oliver and Fulford at 4:33. Now this final period had been the only scoring play in the game. Goes back to Rupp. Shot it down into the Boston zone. Cheevers leaving it there for Stanfield to Green. Out for Esposito. Horton shot it into the crowd.
Boy, that Rod Gilbert, there's no way they're stopping him tonight. He's got his 4th goal from Rattel and Brown at 7:57 of the 3rd period. New York Rangers 5, Montreal Canadiens 1. Gilbert with 4 goals tonight.
All set to go for the faceoff. Esposito, Hodge, Shack, Smith, and Green. A pass for Eddie Shack. Took a long shot. Gamble grabbed back. Gives it to Fulford. Shack crashed into the Leaf player Fulford. It's at the blue line. Green gets by Fulford this time. Esposito to Shack. There's the shot, and he fired that one wide. Green trying to get around Fulford, and Oliver gets it out to center ice. 4 seconds left in the penalty to Stemkowski. His penalty is now up, and he's out on the ice as the Bruins come charging over the line. Here's the chance for Esposito right in front of the net. They hold it there in the goal crease, and play is called.
The penalty was up, and we have some fisticuffs now as Stemkowski and Esposito mix it behind the net. Stemkowski came back on the ice. Esposito was cutting down that right wing and cut in on goal. Now you see Esposito dropping the gloves again, and he and Stemkowski would like to go at it, but while we're watching the replay, we'll keep one eye on the ice. There's Esposito making a very nice move in front of Gamble, The puck is loose in there. The Bruins go in after the rebound before Gamble can get his glove down, but he manages to sprawl across and block the entrance. Now Dwayne Rupp moves in, and just about this point we had a bit of a fireworks display as Esposito and Stemkowski traded a swat or two.
12:05 remaining in the hockey game. Toronto 1, Boston nothing. All set to go. Sanderson out there. It comes back to Smith. He's getting set for a screen shot right on, and Gamble's got it into the corner. Stemkowski, a long pass for Conacher. Conacher poking it over the line. Falls as he's knocked down. A nice play again by Dallas Smith to cover Conacher along the board. It was underneath Conacher, so the face-off will come outside the blue line. 11:51 remaining in the game. Toronto 1, Boston nothing. Goes back to Pronovo, to Rupp. He's fanned on his first try. Sather gets the puck into the lead zone. Pronovo for Conacher to Stemkowski with Mahavlich. Stemkowski's checked. Sather's checked, and Pronovo gets it to center ice. Mahavlich just missed it. It went over Conacher's stick. Sanderson to Westfall. Westfall is given a partial jolt by Stemkowski, but it was Stemkowski who went down. They held it for a face-off. 11:24 remaining in the game.
Jerry Eman has scored another goal. Oakland leading Pittsburgh 3-0. Eman unassisted at 1:46 of the third, his second of the night.
Toronto 1, Boston nothing. McKinney from Oliver and Pulford at 4:33. Bruins playing every man up. False start. We'll do it all over again. On the face-off, it comes back to Smith. The shot is wide. Mahavlich, a long pass to Conacher. Conacher goes over the line for Pelech, and it was behind him. And Stemkowski is dumped. Back for Westfall. Over the line for Sather. Horton shot it off the boards. There's a drive by Sanderson and hit the top of the net. Pelech just gets rid of it down the ice, and Doak goes back for it. Doak's pass for Sanderson, stopped by Pelech, who shot it into the Boston zone. Smith coming up for Boston. Pass for Westfall over the line. He stops. Relayed it to Sanderson. Westfall shot it into the corner. Pronovo. And a shot right in front of the net. Hit Sather. But it went wide of the open corner. Unger to Walton. Back to Unger. With Walton. They're over the line together. A pass for Walton was too far. Ends up back of the net. Hits past in front. Armstrong a shot. And that hit a leg and went all the way out over the blue line. Rupp for Unger. Stopped by Orr. Rupp passed it to Busick. Busick coming in up for Boston, trying to get around Pronovo. And he's covered. Down goes Marcel Pronovo. Straight in front of Westfall. A shot. Wide of the net. Busick into the corner with two lead players tangled. Here it is right in front, and Stanfield missed it. It's still in there. Westfall. Back of the goal. Covered by Rupp. It goes to Orr. There's his shot. Gamble stopped it. Rupp goes to the boards trying to hold it there. And he does. Minutes and 24 seconds left. Toronto leading 1-0. The puck is tipped out to center ice. Doak for McKenzie, and it's knocked back to Green. Green up the center. Takes a long shot. Grabbed by Gamble. Horton to Oliver. To Ellis. Up with Pulford. Ellis going over the line, misses a check, takes a shot, goes to the corner, centered it right out in front. Pelech had moved up. Pulford is there. Pelech as well again. It's knocked out to the blue lines. Pulford shot it in. There's a delayed whistle on the play. Oliver touches it. And it'll be outside the blue line. 8 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the game. 1-0 for the Maple Leafs.
Goal by Jim McKenney from Oliver and Pulford at 4:33 of the third period. Well, if memory serves, the Boston Bruins did not win a game in Toronto last season. I think we have to go back 2 seasons for a victory here for Boston.
And they face off back to Horton. There's a shot. There's to Doak. Oliver fell back of a Boston goal as Cheevers broke his stick. Shot was wide. And it's offside at the blue line.
Cheevers will go over to get a new goal stick. Oliver caught the stick and going in behind the net. Oliver went down. The stick split in 2. There's Gerry Cheevers, who was brilliant in the second period, and Bruce Gamble's had the burden of work here in the third period. Johnny Bauer will play against New York tomorrow afternoon.
Goes back to Smith to Doak. A long shot. That's bounced in front of Gamble. Esposito just missed it. Horton to Oliver. Oliver, Ellis, and Pulford. They're over the line. Oliver, and it's offside. Ellis on the right wing.
Murray Oliver, a former Bruin, really been flying tonight, goes to the bench. Punch Imlach gave his players a day off yesterday after working them twice on Thursday.
On the face-off, Smith then to Doak. Goes down to Pronovo. Over to Conacher, a long shot. That's wide. Stankowski after it. Covered by Doak. Smith back of a Boston goal. 7:52 remaining in the game. Toronto leading 1-0. Esposito coming up the center. Shot over the line, and Rupp knocked it right back again. Green pulling away from Stankowski. Straight up the ice at center. 4 Bruins go pouring into the Leaf zone as Mahavlich is the first man in, but he shoots it right to Green. There's the shot. Gamble got a piece of it with Shack right in front of the net. Comes to Mahavlich. To Stankowski. Over for Conacher with Mahavlich, who takes the pass, and he's checked. Eddie Shack gives it to Hodge, to Esposito. Took his shot. Gamble steered it off to the side. Now then Mahavlich. Pulling away from Esposito. Gets away from Orr. Here's Marcel Pronovo over the line for Mahavlich. To Conacher. Conacher back to Unger. Unger in the corner, trying to center it. Goes back of the net. Sather covers him. And play is called, and we have 6 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. Toronto 1, Boston 0. Unger gets the puck, a shot. Cheevers got a stick on it. Green shoots it to Sather. Sather going down with Sanderson and Westfall. They're up over the line. Sanders shoots high. Westfall trying to center it. Armstrong gets it to the blue line, but not out. Green shot it to an open wing. Armstrong up to Unger, and Unger is skated off. Green. Stopped by Horton. Armstrong gets it loose. Walton didn't see it. He's covering Westfall. Westfall then carrying it into the Leaf zone. Unger flips it out. Walton races after it. One man back. Walton over the line, took his shot. It was wide. Orr had him covered. Green flipping it to Sanderson. Sanderson coming to the Leaf line. Stopped there by Horton, who chopped it back at center. Now then Smith, a long shot. Gamble steering it to Ellis. Ellis to Pellick. Down the left wing he goes. His shot hit Doak. Back for Johnny McKenzie. Clears it over the line, and Oliver goes back. Oliver for Ellis. Martin covers up to Pellick. Fulford lets it go. Smith back there for it. Oliver watching him. To McKenzie. And he just shot it out to center ice. Marcel Pronovost takes a long shot. Gerry Cheevers. To Smith. Ellis trying to cover him. He did. And it's McKenzie now trying his luck for Boston. Up at center. He flips a high one that bounces off the boards. Marcel Pronovost. Around Ellis. Just gets rid of it to center. Ellis. Up for Oliver. Ellis moves up himself. Back of the net. Ellis centers it to Rupp, a shot. Oliver goes after the rebound. Centered it back to Marcel Pronovost. There's his shot. He missed the corner. Rupp moves in. Oliver is checked by Busick. Busick going down with Stanfield. They're over the line. Busick back for Stanfield, and Rupp is there to take him out of the play. Oliver for Fulford. And Fulford just failed to get loose. Here's Green coming back for Boston. Over the line. He was stopped. Conacher fell. Rupp gets a hold of it. Stanfield covered by Conacher, who knocks the puck back into the Boston zone. 3:35 remaining in the game. 1-0 for the Maple Leafs. Long shot by Green. Gamble drops to Stemkowski. Stemkowski holds it. Then Pellick to Mahavlich. Mahavlich to Stemkowski and to Conacher. He flips it over the line. Stemkowski races after it. Centered it. Mahavlich got his shot away. A weak one. And it was Cheevers just getting a piece of it. A long shot into the Leaf zone. Hodge goes after with Pellick. The puck is loose. Seether gets it back to Orr, a shot, and that's wide. Pellick of the Leafs. Covered by 3 Bruins. Hodge centered it out in front. There's the shot. Horton gets a hold of it. To Armstrong to Stemkowski. Over to Mahavlich. Mahavlich shoots. Great save by Cheevers on Mahavlich. Armstrong stole the puck from Green. Lost his stick. And they go to the boards, and there's no further play. This game is coming to you from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
And there's the out-of-town scoreboard. Oakland leading Pittsburgh 3-1. Pittsburgh's goal, McDonald from Andre and Stratton at 12:22 of the third. John Rattel has scored for the New York Rangers from Hadfield, and Gilbert got an assist at 16:43 of the third period, 6-1, and Gilbert is closing in on Bobby Hull and Stan Mikita in the scoring race. He has 67 points. They have 70.
And here's the time to play. 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Toronto 1, Boston nothing. McKenney from Oliver and Fulford at 4:33 of this final period has been the only scoring play in the game. Unger, Walton, Armstrong, Rupp, and Pronovost from the faceoff. Smith to Westfall. Back to Doak, over to Smith. Seether, Sanderson, and Westfall move up. Long shot, Gamble stopped it. Giving it to Armstrong. Unger in the corner. Back of the net. Unger being watched. Flipped it, and Doak knocked it into the crowd. 1:52 left.
Gary Unger has been in a tough position tonight, coming in under all kinds of pressure, but played extremely well. And he was a London junior, comes from Western Canada, and he credits Turk Broda, the former Leaf goaltending great, with helping improve his play as a junior. Gary Unger saw his first NHL game sitting at the end of the Leaf bench last year.
All set for the face-off outside the blue line. Oliver knocks the puck down into the Boston zone. Oliver playing a very steady game for the Maple Leafs. It goes back of the net in the Boston zone. 1:42 left. Esposito trying to find a man in position, gets it ahead to Green. Green comes up with Stanfield and McKenzie, a long shot. Gamble let it go by. Goes into the corner. Oliver for Pulford. Pulford trying to break loose. Martin after it. Trying to get down the right wing. Esposito. To Stanfield. Tried to set up McKenzie. Now then Green. Shoots the puck into the Leaf zone. And it's Gamble stopping it there. Pellick back for it. Around it goes to Ellis. Ellis hands it right out in front to Busick. A shot. Oh, and Gamble made a sensational
Last
save.
minute of play in the game.
And 1 second left on the scoreboard clock as we watch the replay. Here's Pellick behind the net. This is where the Bruins get possession. Stanfield right in front. There's the shot. And Gamble is able to come up with the save. You can see the puck bouncing right in front of him. And he gets the stick in front and brings it into that big glove.
Boston have Esposito. Busick. Westfall. McKenzie. Now the net is empty at the north end of my left. They're using 6 attackers. Green and Stanfield. They're all inside the line. The net is empty. 6 attackers for the Bruins. With a minute and 1 second remaining in this hockey game. Westfall is going to take the face-off for the Bruins. It comes back to Green. Green takes his shot. And Esposito just failed to deflect it. Conacher gets it up to Mahavlik. An empty net. Going down with Stamkowski. He shoots. Oh, and it hit Green's stick. And went wide of the corner. 2 of them went down alone. There's still 44 seconds left. Marcel Pronovo, a backhand. That hit Mahavlik. He knocked it over the line. It's cleared out. Here comes McKenzie for Westfall. He's checked. Stamkowski off the board. It goes over to Conacher. Conacher is hit by Busick. Conacher along the board. Kicks at it 3 or 4 times. Goes down. Play is called, and there's 21 seconds left.
Well, that was a strange play. Mahavlich and Stamkowski going up alone with only Green back. Mahavlich took lots of time on the play. He might have passed it, but he elected to shoot. And somehow Green's stick got in the way, and the puck deflected into the corner. Everybody's wondering how they missed on that one.
Toronto 1, Boston nothing. 21 seconds remaining in the game. Walton, Pulford, Armstrong, Horton, and Rupp. For Boston, Esposito, McKenzie, Westfall, Shack, and Green. Puck is dropped. It goes back into the Boston zone. Esposito's back after it. 17 seconds. He's checked by Walton. Walton coming from the side, took his shot. Nice save by Cheevers. Cleared up for Westfall. Rupp shot it back in again with 5 seconds. It goes to the corner. 2. And there goes the bell. The game is over. And the Toronto Maple Leafs have shut out the Boston Bruins by a score of 1-0 on rookie Tim McKinney's goal from Oliver and Pulford at 4:33 of the final period. In a moment, our 3-star selection and summary.